in part 4 of creating the color scale and proportional scale, we're going to continue on with having a value here up and down. So we want to make sure the value will be based on what we have defined with the pegs. So we're going to scroll down here. Where are we? There we are. So if we have certain value of pegs, the darker should be at the very top and the lighter should be at the very bottom. So to do this, we're going to scroll down here. And then we're going to say here, just below here, we're going to say here the labels or text. It's like an indicator, something like that. What I want to do here, I'm going to say here ctx font. Let's make it the font first. We're going to say here we want to have a bold font, 12 pixels, and then we're going to say here sans serif as font family, because that's the default font family of chart.js. Next, what I want to do here is put in the text. So we're going to say where are we going to place this text. Again, we can say ctx.fill text. And we have here the value, and then we have here the x and y coordinates. Luckily, this will be quite straightforward because we have here the x and y coordinates. We can probably get all of this, put it in here, and then we're going to say here the top, and if it's top, it will be here, would indicate that this will be the highest value, and the highest value is the value of 40. So I'll just do it for this now. We will hard code it, and after I'm going to soft code that. So if I save this, do we have our item here? As you can see here, we're getting there, but it is in a font style of gradient, and I want to remove that. Or at least what I want to do is I want to give it another color. So we can say here gray, maybe that's even better, or black, something like that. So we have a gray color. I think that is quite suitable, but as you can see here, the value, we need to push it up, and I see it's being clipped off here. If you look very carefully, let's zoom in here, you see it's being clipped off, and I guess that needs to be solved. So what I need to do here is I probably have to reposition the bar color a little bit more. We have here this right, -10. We can say here maybe 15. Well, what we can do is let's center the text and see if it's in the center. So I'm going to say ctx.textAlign equals center. Save. Alright, that works, but I'm guessing we have to push it later on a bit more there. So I have a feeling that we probably have to push this later. Maybe 5 more pixels here. If I do that, I think that will eventually be much better. But I'll leave it for now. We just check as we go along. So we have this gray here. Let me just do another one. I'm going to say ctx.textBaseline. And this will be in the middle. So it will be centered and nicely in the middle. And from there on, we can start to work. So what do we need to do here? We know that we need to push the value a bit more higher. So what I can say here, we have this layout to the right and the top. Let's say here -6 pixels to push it a little bit up. Alright, so we have this here, we have the right here, we have the padding -10, we could say here -5, but we're going to become clipped off, and that will be an issue. So what I'm going to do is instead of -5 here, I will say here the right side will be +15. Alright, so that looks much better and will not be clipped off. So what I want to do next is I want to do the same here, but then for the bottom. So I'm going to say, oh sorry, of course not here. I want to make sure that this is in the bottom. So I'm going to copy this, put that in there. I'm going to say here value of 2 or something like that. But of course here, this will be the value of the bottom. Save, refresh. And as you can see here, it works, but it is now here. So what I want to do, I want to push that a little bit more down. I guess we can say here on top, instead of bottom -6, I'll say +6, and then there we are. I guess we can move it maybe +10. I think that looks fine. Alright, so now we have that, and if I even move the other one then +10, maybe that would look also quite decent. Alright, that looks quite nice. So we have this here now. Let's soft code this, because what I want to do with the code, I want to get the highest value by default, and we can put this one here as the lowest value. So what I'm going to do here is very similar to what we did before on the PAX code here. I guess this is the same logic, and maybe we could move that, grab that in a different way. Well, I can use a trick here, so I'm going to use that trick. It's called the hoisting trick. So I just put it here somewhere. I'm going to say here, let value max, min, and let value max. Although I'm not sure, well, let's say here max PAX, min PAX. Alright. Then I want to say here min PAX, max PAX. I'm going to say here like that. And then this, of course, must be removed. And the moment I do this, I am now allowed to move. This value will automatically move up. And that value can be then applied anywhere else. So that's a trick that we can use in JavaScript. It's called hoisting. What we want to do now is here, you can get here, this will be the highest one. So there will be max PAX with a capital P. And this one here will be min PAX. If I save that, refresh, you can see here the highest apparently was 20. I thought it was 40, but that's 20. And the lowest is so far is 6. So we can see here, yeah, I think that's probably quite decent. Although I wonder if the colors are matching here, I can't say. So let's say here if I have color 1 on PAX, let's put here a value of 1. And let's see what we get. 1. I guess that's it. And I do realize that maybe these colors are slightly in different intensities, and this should be slightly different. Or you can put a value of 0 here, whatever. If it's 0, it should be fully transparent, basically. Anyway, this is it for now. So now we've completed this part. Next one will be the proportional scale with the bubble size.